Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making South Indian style made vada. Look how beautiful and crispy they look. I hope you guys are ready to learn. The first step is going to be to grab a cup of urad dal and put it into a bowl. We're going to make enough to feed a family of 4, so I'm going to be using 4 cups, but you can use more or less depending on how much you want to make. Cup 2 going in, perfect. Now cup 3. And last but not least, cup 4. Beautiful. So now we're going to go ahead and soak all of our urad dal in water, and we're going to use our hands to give it a nice big rinse. Perfect. Once you're done rinsing, you're going to go ahead and drain the bowl. Perfect. And now, after this step, you're going to fill the bowl back up with water, covering all of our grains. It's important to make sure that the grains are fully coated in water. That's going to be the best way to let them soak overnight. Perfect. We're going to let this sit overnight and we're going to come back to it tomorrow. So we're going to be using a wet grinder to grind up our grains, but if you don't have this, you can definitely use a blender or a food processor, whatever works for you. So the first step is going to be to add a little bit of water. Perfect. And now we're going to slowly add in our grains, just little by little in small increments. Perfect. So you're going to keep adding your grains in little increments, and while you're doing this, just make sure you add in a little bit of water with the grains. This is just going to help us get the right batter consistency. So right now it looks perfect. We're just going to add in about half a cup of water, and while you're doing this, you can just really see the grains just being broken down and being made into a nice batter. Beautiful. So while the batter is being made, let's go take a look at the other ingredients that we'll be needing for our vadas. We'll be needing 1/2 of a big onion, beautiful, a little bit of raw ginger, perfect, some curry leaves, about a cup of chili peppers, perfect, and just a little bit of jeera. There we go. Let's cut up our ingredients. Boom. Here we go. We have it all cut up. We have our onions diced, our chilies cut up, our ginger cut up, and now we're just going to grab our ginger, put it into a little bowl, and we're going to grab some of our chili. Perfect. Just about a spoonful. And after this, we're going to add in all of our jeera, and we're just going to crush it all together. This is just going to really enhance the flavors in our batter, and it's going to bring out the best aromas possible. Perfect. We're just going to grind it up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look at our batter. Look at that. It looks amazing. It's really starting to come together. And now we're just about ready to add in our Himalayan salt. We're just going to take about 1/2 tablespoon and put it into our batter, and it's just going to help blend it all together. You can use a little more or a little less salt depending on what you like, but this is a really good starting point. So our batter is all done, and now we're going to go ahead and transfer it into a different bowl. Perfect. At this point, we can add in our crushed up spices that we kept aside before. Wow, just look at all those flavors. Amazing. Now we can add our chili that we kept aside. Perfect. You can add however much you want. You can add a little more, a little less, depending on your spice tolerance. Now we're adding our cut up onions, our diced onions. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. And now we're adding our little shallots. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks great. And lastly, we're just going to add in some curry leaves. Just cut it up with their hands, break it apart, and throw it in there. I'll be honest, I don't know what this next step is called, but you're basically going to punch the batter. It's going to make it super fluffy and delicious, I promise. Perfect. We're just going to keep fluffing it for a bit. This is exactly what we want. Now that our batter is ready, let's go ahead and get our pan started. We're just going to set it to a high heat and add enough oil to fill it about halfway through. To see if our oil is ready to fry our vadas in, you're just going to drop in a little bit of batter and see if it rises to the top. Beautiful. This is how we know that it's ready for action. To make our vadas, all you need is a plate with a Ziploc bag on top. You can have a little bowl of water on the side to make it easier for you. You're just going to scoop up a handful of batter, place it on the Ziploc bag, and just pat it down gently. In the middle, you're just going to make a little hole like a donut, Perfect. And now you're gonna go ahead and transfer it into our pan. Do you see how easy that is? Let's try it again. Beautiful. Our batter is ready on the Ziploc. Now we're just gonna pat it down, make our hole. Amazing. Guys, this is the easiest recipe there is, and I want you guys to try it. You're just gonna repeat this process until you're all out of batter. Beautiful. Just look at this technique. Do you see how wonderful they came out and how crispy and brown they're getting? This is exactly what we're looking for. When they get golden brown on one side, you're going to want to turn your vadas over so that they can get nice and brown on the other side as well. When your vadas get nice and golden on either side, you're just going to want to transfer them over into a different bowl. Amazing. This is so delicious. I'm telling you, it tastes that much better when you make it at home, and the recipe's super easy. You have to try it. To pair off with our vadas, if you don't have coconut chutney at home, here's something you can make to eat it with. You're just going to grab any kind of pickle. We have ginger pickle, and you're going to want to add some diced cucumbers and onions. Just going to grab them and mix it into our bowl. Perfect. There go our cucumbers, and now we're just going to add in our onions. Make sure they're cut up nicely. Beautiful. And now we're going to add in just a little bit of curry leaves. Perfect. Just break them up and throw them in there. And our last and most important ingredient is to add in yogurt or curd. Beautiful. Pour it in there, and now you're just going to mix it all together. Trust me on this, I promise you this chutney is life-changing. It's delicious. Here's what it should look like once you're done mixing. Beautiful, right? Let's have a look at our final product. Wow, guys, these look incredible. The color is just a perfect golden brown. They smell great. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste test. Perfect. Let me dip it in my sauce. It's crispy, it's crunchy, it's airy. It's just a perfect balance of everything. This is amazing. Guys, you have to give this recipe a try. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And please subscribe for more. We have great recipes coming, I promise.